afternoon, good evening, and good morning to all the stakeholders who are joining us today for the launch of the Wsis Forum 2023 Open Consultative Process. So I hope you all have had a good summer, and we look forward to working with you hand in hand to develop the agenda and the program of the Wsis Forum 2023. Before we begin, we would like to invite you to watch a video of the Wsis Forum 2022, just as a reminder of what a great success it was. I can see that stakeholders are already raising their hand, so welcome, and we will hear you very soon. We would like to showcase this video, and I request my colleague Vladimir to please share it.
Yes, thank you very much, Gitanjali. Colleagues, this is the highlights of the final day of the last year's Wsis Forum video. Please take a moment.
Summit on the Information Society Forum is the largest annual gathering of its kind. The 2022 event has been a chance to share ideas on how to build an inclusive information society, and a chance to recognise projects which are doing just that, with Wsis prizes awarded to global high-level initiatives and grassroots ideas.
Et nous avons beaucoup appris des expériences d'autres pays à propos du développement des technologies de l'information et des médias, du rôle et les avancées qui ont été enregistrées par d'autres pays.
Among this year's prize winners, a young reporters initiative in Denmark, helping to inspire positive action for the environment.
Through these voices of youth, we want to inspire the societies and tell to them that still, even with small steps, we can change the world, we can take some actions and that have positive influence on this.
Working together to ensure equal access to tech and tech education has been a big focus of the 2022 Wsis Forum. Experts and innovators sharing initiatives which are encouraging uptake of digital skills in young people.
We have invested in such high technologies as 3D printers, microcontrollers, video studios, music studios, Google VRs in literally every school in Poland. Why? Because we believe that teaching from the very beginning and attracting young people to such sectors like STEAM, so with this A letter, which means arts, it's very important.
The forum allows us to compare notes. As we all know, there is no monopoly of wisdom and knowledge.
This year's Wsis Forum may be drawing to a close, but its chairman is determined that its vital work will go on.
We should continue to track the performance. What are our resolutions? We identify the role of each and every institution and ensure that these resolutions are being implemented.
The Wsis 2022 Forum has provided inspiration for all of those here in Geneva at the event, which is hosted by the International Telecommunication Union, helping global collaborators accelerate progress towards meeting the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals.
When you work hard, there are people watching you and try to give you that recognition. And that sort of recognition really inspires you and makes you move forward.
And the Wsis process moves forward too, with 32 UN agencies involved in the vital work of delivering digital transformation for all.
Thank you very much. Welcome to everybody again. We already have more than 70 participants, so this just shows the enthusiasm that all of us have been waiting for the launch of the open consultative process. The video you just saw is available on the Wsis Forum website. So please do have a look at some of the incredible work that was done last year and which is captured in all these different videos available there. So welcome once again. As I mentioned before, this meeting is to launch the open consultative process to build the agenda and the program of the Wsis Forum together as a Wsis stakeholder community to bring out the compelling issues, the challenges, the opportunities, the real discussions, the partnerships that should be happening at the Wsis Forum. We can see that many of you have your hands up already, and the chat is quite active. So thank you so much for this enthusiasm. So we would now like to invite our great supporter and promoter of the Wsis process, Mr. Malcolm Johnson, the Deputy Secretary General of International Telecommunication Union. Mr. Johnson, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Gitanjali. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be, and welcome to the launch of the open consultation process for the Wsis Forum 2023. Nice to be starting the sequence again for one more Wsis Forum. And very grateful to you all for joining us. And your willingness to contribute to make sure that the next Wsis Forum is even better than the last one, which, of course, was very successful. I'm sure many of you supported that event as you have done in previous years. It was the first that we had physically, of course, since before COVID. And we had more than 1,000 physical participants during the final week. But with it running over the previous month since the 15th of March, we actually had over 30,000 remote participants. So we want to keep this model of hybrid going for the future, because it certainly means it's more inclusive, allows more people to participate because they can afford to do so. Not everyone can afford to come to Geneva for the physical participation. But of course, those that can, we're very pleased, and it's very nice for people to be able to meet again. But for those that can't, then we will continue the remote participation. And of course, we also started during the COVID, the regional workshops at a time to suit the region, and even in a language to suit the region, which also substantially increased the number of participants and increased the geographic spread of the participation as well. So a lot of benefits came out of that experience that will help us in the future. And of course, it's a very nice spirit in the Wsis Forum. People come there just to make sure that their own experience, their own innovations can be brought to the benefit of everyone everywhere, just to exchange good ideas for everyone's benefit. So it's a very nice event, and I'm sure those of you that have experienced it will be back, and we certainly hope to see new participants coming along as well. And of course, as normal, we depend very much on our excellent relationship with our co-organizers, UNESCO, UNDP, and UNCTAD. Work very hard with us, as with all the Wsis stakeholders and all the various other UN organizations that participate in the Wsis Forum. We were very grateful to have such an enthusiastic chairman in the Forum 2022, His Excellency Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, and his willingness to be the chair of the Wsis Forum up until next year's Wsis Forum. That will ensure that we have good continuity and we continue to progress the Wsis process throughout the year. Of course, we have to prepare for the review of the Wsis process by the UN General Assembly in 2025. And the Minister is very keen to organize a special session to award prize winners and champions for their excellent implementation of the Wsis outcomes, and also to ensure that we put an excellent report to the UN General Assembly on the work of the Wsis Forum and how successful it has been to bring in the benefits of the technology to people everywhere, so that the UN General Assembly will recognize this and agree to its continuation. So thank you all very much for contribution to this, and especially to help us to make everyone aware of the benefits of continuing the Wsis Forum. I'd like to highlight that the Wsis Forum is not just about the workshops, of course. It includes various special initiatives led by the stakeholders, such as the Wsis Stock-Taking Repository for Women in Technology, the Wsis Gender Trendsetters, pleased to say I was one, the Wsis Forum Healthy Aging Innovation Prize, which attracted a lot of interest, and the Wsis Multi-Stakeholder Alliance on ICTs and Older Persons, which was something the last year and two has also attracted a lot of interest, as well of course as the continuing campaign to involve youth. So it's a very nice event, and I hope you will all agree with me, and that we have to continue this throughout the year. The preparations for next year's forum, very, very important. It'll include several activities, of course, including the hackathon on ICTs and emerging technologies for advancing digital economy. That's the title of this hackathon, which will be organized by ITU and the Digital Government Authority of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, with strong support of the Wsis Forum, along with all other interested parties, of course, and the Wsis special prizes, special tracks, the TalkX, the exhibition will all continue. So we look forward very much to receiving from you any suggestions on how we can further improve things, any new innovative ideas, and make sure that we have a very good case to put to the UN General Assembly in 2025 for the continuation of the Wsis Forum. So thank you very much for your strong support. I know many of you have been supporting this effort for many years. We much appreciate it, and we look forward to having a very productive preparatory process. Thank you very much. Back to you, Gitanjali.
Thank you very much, Malcolm, as always, for your motivation and for the high goals that you have set for us. We can see that many of our partners have joined us remotely. We already are in conversation with many of them. We have several plans already in place. However, we'd like to remind everybody that the input should come through the official submission form, which is available online on the website. Thank you very much, Malcolm. I would now like to move on to our co-organizers with whom we brainstorm on a regular basis. We make sure that it's a smooth process and the forum is successful. I would like to move on to Scarlett from UNCTAD to please provide some welcoming remarks. Scarlett, over to you.
Thank you very much, Gitanjali. First of all, thank you to everyone that has joined us remotely for your time and attention. Just to reiterate UNCTAD's continued support of the Wsis process and our interest in listening to your inputs rather than me talking on how you think that the next Wsis forum will best serve to advance the discussions on the information society, but most importantly, I would like to hear from you how you think information and communication technologies can be better leveraged for supporting sustainable development. And I am very excited about what can happen in the new track for the Wsis Forum regarding ICTs and developing countries and least developed countries, because as you know, UNCTAD's constituency is developing countries. We are working on trade and development, and in this particular case, we are looking at digital trade, how it contributes to development, what is the impact of the digital economy on development issues. So please, we are all ears, and we hope to have a very productive discussion next year and in the run-up to crafting this agenda for the Wsis Forum 2023. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Scarlett, and for your support. We'd now like to move on to Davide from UNESCO, very important partner and an implementer of various action lines within the Wsis process. Davide, over to you.
Thank you, Gitanjali. Hello, everybody. Yes, as you mentioned, UNESCO is certainly continuing to have a great, of course, interest and play a great part in the Wsis process as a whole. So we're very happy to be with you for the launch of this open consultation process. And yes, indeed, UNESCO is very much particularly interested in the several action lines on access to information and knowledge, e-learning in science, cultural diversity, linguistic diversity, media, and of course the ethical dimensions of the information society. And in particular, you reminded some of the success of last year forum, which was great to see again, of course, fully operational. It was the special track on indigenous languages, which gathered thanks to hackathon, several hundreds, I think it was almost 700 coders, developers worldwide to propose solutions and ideas for addressing the issues related to the indigenous languages, in particular in the framework of the decade which is running now. So we are very much looking forward to you and to your ideas and proposals and how to enhance this dialogue and to propose new ideas in this respect. And we'll be launching again the special track and a prize for the indigenous languages particularly. So I invite really all of you to participate. We are very much looking forward to hearing from you. And voilà, I think that's the spirit of the Wsis, as I think Malcolm Johnson was saying, that this multi-stakeholder participation. So you know, just please go ahead and thank you for your participation in last year's edition and the previous ones. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Davide. We know that many of the stakeholders are looking forward to the exciting prize we would have on indigenous languages this year. So we look forward to the contest being available for the stakeholders very soon. Thank you so much. So stakeholders, today the main purpose was to update you, brief you about all the different plans, and then invite you to share your thoughts. Of course, we will have several open consultative meetings, but we would like to make a presentation today to get you up to speed with the plans for Wsis Forum 2023 till date. So I'm sharing my screen, and I do hope everybody can see it. We are aware that there are many new stakeholders who have joined us. So for the old stakeholders, this slide is a bit repetitive, but for the new ones, of course, Wsis, the World Summit on the Information Society, it was a two-phased UN summit. Basic commitment was to build a people-centric, inclusive, development-oriented information and knowledge societies. And since 2015, we've been aligning the Wsis process with the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, trying to highlight the key role the Wsis action lines play in advancing the achievements of the Sustainable Development Goal. Now, as part of the Wsis process, we have a Wsis forum every year. It represents the world's largest gathering of ICT for development community. We do it in close collaboration with UNESCO, UNDP, UNCTAD, of course, ITU, and more than 32 UN agencies. The agenda and the program is developed in collaboration with all stakeholders. And today we are launching the process where we could work together to do so. So this is just a timeline. In 1998, it was proposed that we hold a Wsis summit. We had 2 summits in 2003, 2005. Ever since 2009, we have been holding the Wsis Forum. In 2015, we had the Wsis overall review, where our mandate was extended till 2025. And now, because many of you have also been talking about Wsis Plus 20 review process, this is the time, of course, that we should be together brainstorming. The challenges still remain and the opportunities that have been provided. So like we said, we have been aligning the Wsis action lines with the Sustainable Development Goals. And for the ones who have joined us, who are new, you should be aware that there is a matrix that was created by the UN agencies working on different Wsis action lines to align each action line with the Sustainable Development Goals. The matrix is available online as well. Of course, all the work that we are doing at present within the Wsis process aligns with the UNSG's common agenda, and we are also working closely with them. So Wsis Forum 2022, great success. As our Deputy Secretary General announced, the final week had more than 1,000 physical participants. The great part was that we had near equal attendance of male and female, 52% male and 47% female. So we should be proud of the different digital gender inclusion activities we have initiated within Wsis. We do hope that it will be 50-50 in 2023. And then great participation from different regions. Like also Malcolm said, we have been able to attract more audiences through these virtual formats. And it's really helping us that our outreach into different continents has really grown due to the virtual formats. We had more than 250 sessions, from over 150 countries that were represented, 500 high-level representatives. The final week had new additions with ambassadors sessions. The ambassadors gave us many ideas as to what we should be adding to the Wsis forum. Mayor's session, which was introduced, workshops with parliamentarians, and of course, ministers, heads of regulatory bodies, civil society leaders, and so on and so forth. Wsis Forum 2023, please mark your calendar, 13th to 17th of March in the ITU headquarters, of course, with remote participation. We will definitely find a way to ensure that the virtual participation in different time zones continues. So we will, of course, look at the possibility of having virtual workshops probably in different time zones. So that could be a possibility, but we really need to know from you what exactly you want from us as organizers. So please do not shy away from sending your inputs through the form, which will be available online. And I'm going to tell you how. So this consultative process, we are launching it today. The second phase would be the meeting in IGF. So I'm aware that many of you will also be present at IGF, but of course it will be a hybrid meeting. So 30th November, 11 to 12, Africa CET, and 12 to 1 EAT time in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. So please do join us there. Phase 3, the second meeting, 13th of January, it will be hybrid. Phase 4, our Nigerian chairman will be hosting this. He would be leading it, Wsis Plus 20, highlighting the achievements and challenges of Wsis action lines for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. And I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Haruna, Dr. Femi, and others from the minister's delegation who are present and who are following us today. Thank you so much for all your support. And phase 5 would be the third physical meeting, which we always do nearly 1 month in advance, so that we have all the information about registration, about the participation of ministers, and so on and so forth, ready for you 1 month before the Wsis Forum. So how do you submit it online? So many of you are already familiar. You need to log on to our website. The form is already ready. Sign up as a new user, or if you have already got an account, use your old user details and fill up the OCP form. So you will see that it is slightly long. It is because we would definitely like to hear from you on the different aspects which are listed there. However, if you feel that the form is too long, you can just respond to the ones that have a little star on it and say that it's compulsory to fill up this section. But colleagues, we really want to hear from you, because we depend on your inputs to make the forum better, to define the formats, to basically implement what the users want. So please do try to take out the time to fill it up in as many details as possible. The deadline is 1st of February. So do not miss the deadline because quite a few of you do wait for the last 10 days and then you could have a problem. The internet may not be working fine. So please do not leave it till the last week. In fact, if you have some ideas, please already do fill it up so that we have an indication of how to plan the event for you. So the high level track continues like that. This year, we had the leadership of our chairman, Minister Nigeria, and he offered to continue till the next Wsis Forum. And the high level track will comprise of high level policy sessions, ministerial roundtable, high-level dialogues, ambassadors' briefings, mayors' roundtable, high-level meetings with parliamentarians, and so on, so forth. So the letters for each one of these would be circulated soon, but please do keep in mind that you're aware of the dates, and usually they happen on Tuesday and Wednesday. The high-level track happens on the Tuesday and Wednesday of every Wsis Forum. So this is extremely important. All our high-level policy sessions are moderated by high-level track facilitators. Now, these high-level track facilitators are nominated by different stakeholder types. So they are from the private sector, civil society. Sorry, there is a typo on this slide. They are not from the government. Private sector, civil society, technical, academic community, and international organizations. So you can see this nice photo here from last year, where we had a briefing for them with the chairman. So they are a part of the chairman's team. And we would really be grateful if the nominations come in advance, so that we do not again have to wait till the deadline, till 1st of February to be able to organize things. So please do send in your nominations as soon as possible. They have a very important role. They are mid to senior level representatives who understand the topics and the subjects of information and communication technologies and the Wsis action lines. So we look forward to receiving your nominations. I would like to invite my colleague Vladimir to please continue.
Thank you, Gitanjali, and hello to everyone. I'm very excited to reconnect with many of you. I hope you have enjoyed the period between the Wsis Forum 2022 and today's opening. As you see, we are approaching fast the OCP process and the Wsis Forum in March next year. And I look forward to be working with all of you. Of course, none of those amazing outcomes would be possible without your support. And I see many of colleagues who were with us last year and last years are continuing to cherish this platform as a good one to promote ICTs for development. Now going back to the slide that you see on the screen, we are going ahead with the 12th edition of the Wsis prizes. This contest has really grown into a global celebration of many various projects coming from the multi-stakeholder community. Last year, we have had another record, close to 1,000 submissions, and we look forward to your submissions towards Wsis Prizes 2023. The letter and the official call was issued today. I would like to congratulate and invite everyone to consider contributing. Make your submissions at the Wsis Prizes website directly, and make sure to submit before the deadline, which is December 7th. I would also like to encourage you not only to look into submitting projects that you are owning, but also to promote the projects that you are aware of your other communities, partners and colleagues that you believe we should all know about. The timeline, as you can see, is on the slide, is referring to the next of phases, just following the submission phase. Expert group set up from the experts from ITU, colleagues who are facilitating various section lines here with us, will be going through all the submissions and will be nominating 360 projects. So by the time they're nominated, the online voting process will start. We plan to do so on the 25th of December, and the online voting will be open for a duration of 1 month until 25th of January. So by the 25th of December, all of us will know who are the nominees, who are those 20 in each of 18 Wsis section line categories who were recognized by the expert group as the most valuable out of all the submitted ones. And then following the online voting phase, all the results are going back to the expert group, who will finally decide who is the winner out of the top 5 most voted projects. The winners will be announced during the final week of the Wsis Forum traditionally, and all of those extended descriptions of the winning projects will be published in the Wsis Stocktaking Success Stories publication. So please promote this on your networks. Already start thinking of which projects you would like to submit. And if you need any help, please contact the Wsis team. We will be very happy to take you and your communities through on how to submit, or if you have any challenges. As the Wsis Stocktaking is a process that was delegated and mandated by UNGA in 2004, ITU has been coordinating this process since then, and we have witnessed a huge increase of submissions over the years, and one of those is the milestone of 15,000 collected submissions since 2004. All of them are available on the Wsis Stocktaking platform, and all of them are also listed in the Wsis Stocktaking publications. Each year we publish the global report with all what we have submitted, what we have collected throughout the year, not only through the Wsis Stocktaking General or Wsis prizes, but also those that have been submitted to other contests, and there are many of them, as you will see in the following slides. The Wsis Photo Contest, that was again a very good success last year. the Wsis Healthy Aging Prize, and this year we are adding the Indigenous Languages Prize. So please cherish the Wsis stock-taking process. It is very important. It's an amazing collection of the progress on how ICTs were used since 2004 up to date in various regions on various issues, and how it has helped all of us develop and move further. The deadline for the Wsis photo contest is 1st of February. Again, it's an amazing repository of ICTs, how ICTs work on the ground. We do invite all of you to not only take a look, but use all these resourceful visuals for your own publications, presentations, websites. Contact the Wsis team and we'll be providing you with the good quality resolution photos. Gitanjali?
Thank you very much, Vladimir. Also, just to let you know that these photos are being used by many stakeholders for their presentations, for their websites, so the idea was we got this idea from you. It came through in some of the open consultative processes in the past years that we should create this repository of photos from all over the world, and they are actually searchable through Wsis action lines and SDGs. So please do use them and promote these beautiful ideas, beautiful photos in your different areas of work. Very quickly, since we are running out of time as well, some of the special tracks which you have indicated that we should continue, and please do send us more information through the OCP process. ICT and youth, ICT and gender mainstreaming, and Scarlett already indicated the importance of the next one, emerging technologies, sustainable development, industry 4.0. We collaborated with the UNCSTD last year for this particular track, as it was their theme as well. ICTs for well-being and happiness, ICTs for accessibility, persons with disabilities and specific needs, ICTs and older persons, cybersecurity, ICTs for well-being and happiness, ICTs for developing countries. And one of the tracks that we have already added based on last year's input was ICTs in clean technologies for climate change. So this was something all of us want, all the ministers, the ambassadors wanted us to focus on, even companies, so please do send us more ideas on this. And it's really important looking at climate change. So we will be focusing on that as well. And of course, many more activities, misinformation, digital marketing of harmful products to children. We are in conversation with WHO, ITU, UNESCO, UNICEF, then with the Tech Bank and WHO on safe listening standards. Multi-stakeholder alliance on ICT and older persons is very active. We have put together a video on the importance of technology for older persons. We will be launching this, the first edition of the video on the World Older Persons Day. We are going to have a Wsis and SDG talks on that day. So please join us. Trainings on digital accessibility. Qatar has shown interest on doing these with us. Wsis gender repository trainings. Our academic roundtable was a great success last year. There was a lot of information exchange. Oh, it's still this year. Research exchange on research ideas. It was really brilliant to see how this virtual platform was able to connect us to academics all over the world. So there were more than, I think, 80 participants in that. So we plan to continue it. And the various special prizes. Vladimir mentioned some of them. However, you can see there are many more. GovStack Global Prize, which we would do with GIZ, DIAL, and so on and so forth. Special prize on indigenous languages with Davide from UNESCO. Then the Wsis SDG Metaverse Global Prize. So various things which are ongoing. Of course, our hackathon this year For 2023, the Digital Government Authority of Saudi has already shown interest in partnering with us. We are working with them to fine-tune the ideas, and we would like to acknowledge the presence of our partners here in this meeting. And I do hope that, Hanan, you will take the floor later to talk a bit more about the hackathon. The Wsis talks, we plan to maintain a proper calendar just to be more organized for you to know what all we are planning. Lots of things are being planned. 28th September with UNESCO, Universal Access to Information. UNESCO is organizing an event in Uzbekistan, and we plan to partner to promote it. So it will be available in the Wsis channels for you to follow. International Day of Older Persons, 30th September, World Mental Health Day with WHO, so on and so forth. Please do follow this calendar. We'll make this presentation available online, and we will also make a proper calendar of events on the Wsis Forum 2023 page. If you have recommendations for speakers, please do let us know. And please, these are your talks, so do let us know how we can make them better, what kind of information you want through these talks. Please do let us know. So some of the events which we have been following as part of the Wsis group on Information Society. ITU is the chairman of Wsis this year, and the vice chairs are UNCTAD, UNESCO, UNDP, and UNECA. We did a Wsis side event at the High Level Political Forum. Also Wsis side event at Africa IGF 2022. Also highlighting the importance of the Wsis process as an existing form of digital collaboration and cooperation, which is extremely successful. So Wsis is a very good example of how UN agencies have been working together to highlight the importance of ICTs for sustainable development. So very recently, we also had the UN SCAP event, the 6th session of Asia Pacific Information Superhighway Steering Committee. Our Deputy Secretary General was present to represent Wsis. We worked in close collaboration with our SCAP colleagues for the Wsis session. And Vladimir made a presentation on the different updates for 2023, ensuring that we have stronger representation from the region. So special initiatives, we did speak about them. Those of you, women participants who are not part of the gender repository, the Women in Tech repository, please join us. Take 5 minutes. Please join us in this repository so we can, plan different training courses together. We can identify women speakers, networking events. The idea of this repository came because we were told that there are not enough women experts sometimes, and we want to avoid manels, especially in the Wsis community. So please do, we want to make it a repository where people can come and look for women speakers easily. We can have mentorship sessions for young women. So please, I'd like to appeal to all women participants today to make sure that you join this and you also promote it to other women you know. So Wsis Gender Trendsetters, they are still doing a lot of their work. It's all voluntary, so we thank them for being active. Their job is to promote digital gender inclusion. They are from different walks of life. And some of them at present are also working on training sessions that they would deliver through the repository. But also some of them are developing some indicators, stats, and it's all at a voluntary level. And we invite them to present these very soon at one of the Wsis and SDG talks. We already spoke about this, the Alliance, it's also doing good work. We will provide some additional updates on the Older Persons Day. Youth campaign, Vladimir, do you want to add a few new things for 2023? for the youth campaigns?
Yes, thank you, Gitanjali. So as Gitanjali mentioned, we are continuing with lots of initiatives that started last year or last years in the past. And one of them is the Wsis Youth Campaigners. We have had the opportunity for the second year to work with young and motivated people from around the world to amplify the voices of youth at the Wsis Forum and in the overall UN arena. And this is something that we have seen as an increased request coming from various youth communities, and we're very happy to work with all of them. And I would like to now invite all of you to share with us, contact the Wsis team if you would like to nominate any particular young people from your communities that believe should be a part of this initiative and can actively contribute towards a particular segment or theme that, of course, they will be deciding once we set up the new group of the Wsis Youth Campaigners. We will soon be issuing an official call, and I would like now to also just remind you that as everything else, Wsis Forum and Wsis process is inclusive and everyone is invited to contribute. So please stay tuned, follow our newsletters and the social media for more updates on the youth activities at the Wsis Forum.
Thank you, Vladimir. And more, we are also trying to see how the different generations can cross-connect. So they're also intergenerational activities. However, we are keeping the uniqueness of the youth and older persons track. They will interact a lot amongst each other. The Wsis Gateway. So this is our plan since a very long time to make a very engaging user interface for the stakeholders. So our ambition is to have a Wsis Gateway where you would have your own My Wsis account, and you would be able to look at your different submissions all together. Right now, they're all separate. The forum, stock taking prizes, Wsis review, flash, all of this all together in one Wsis Gateway. So we are working on this with our procurement department in ITU, and very soon we will be able to present to you some of the updates and developments on the Wsis Gateway. We want it to be as user-friendly as possible, as our process is driven by stakeholders. So we would like it to be as user-friendly so that you can provide your inputs and comments easily to the Wsis process. So reminder of the calls, Wsis prizes, very strong deadline, 7th December. Do not leave it for the last week, please. The open consultative process where you request for workshops, exhibition space, recommend speakers, provide your inputs on formats and themes, deadline 1st February. Photo contest deadline 1st February, and high-level track facilitators deadline 1st February. However, like we mentioned again and again, since for planning purposes of the Secretariat, we would really appreciate if you could start, getting the forms done by December so that we can already start planning December, January. And of course, that we do all of this, Wsis is extra budgetary. So we always look for partners. Last year, we are very thankful to all the partners who contributed to the success of the forum. We will be launching the Wsis Fund and Trust letters again with the partnership packages very soon. So we do hope to have additional partners, because this time we would be doing it in the CICG, not in the ITU premises, and of course the costs also go up. Just to let you know, you should block your tickets already. You should block your accommodation, because Geneva is getting really, really crowded and filled, as there's so many meetings going on at the same time. So please follow us on the different social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our new newsletter, Wsis Flash, and our recently opened LinkedIn channel. So thank you very much. we are running out of time, but we'll open the floor. We can already see a few questions. So there's a question from Yisong, one of our ex-Wsis interns who's now working for a startup. So she asks us, is the Wsis Forum only for 5 days next year? So technically, no, Yisong, because Wsis Forum is kind of like a year-long activity now, in the sense that the Wsis and SDG talks are a part of it, the special initiatives are a part of it. So many things are happening all together. The physical event, hybrid event, we have blocked CICG for those 5 days. But we also want to hear from you, from the stakeholders, that, maybe we could have a model where we could have more virtual workshops, say, 1 month in advance or 2 weeks before the Wsis Forum. So we really need to hear from you. And this is the reason why this open consultative process exists, that you tell us that, listen, we would like to have virtual workshops 2 weeks before the Wsis Forum as well. So please do let us know. We will also discuss this in detail with the co-organizers. So please raise your hand. We can open the floor now. Mike, if you could please help me.
I can help you, Gitanjali.
Sure.
So while we have 3 hands raised, one from Bazlur Rahman.
Yes, if you
Bazlur, please go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Bazlur, you have the floor.
Bazlur seems to be muted. Can you please unmute yourself?
In the meanwhile, Hanan, if you're ready, Hanan from Saudi, who is working with us on the hackathon.
Yes, Hanan is ready.
You can take the floor, Hanan.
Hello, everyone. This is Hanan Salama from the Digital Government Authority of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Today, I'm thrilled to announce that we are collaborating with ITU to run and organize the next Wsis 2023 Forum Hackathon. The hackathon topic will be around advancing the digital economy by leveraging emerging technologies. The hackathon will have 3 to 4 tracks, or all are linked to the SDGs and Wsis action lines. We will be having, we will actually provide monetary prizes for the winners, and stay tuned for the launching in November. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Hanan. Maybe also a few other, Nigel.
Bazlur is now available.
Okay, sure. Bazlur.
Me?
And we have also Mr. Riyad Bazia.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Riyad.
Yeah, thank you. You are hearing me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much to give me the floor. I'm very happy to see you again. I asked for the floor just to share with you what I have to share, but what I want to say that is a happiness following international process in the UN since 20 years. And if we are involved, like since I remember I met you, Mrs. Gijantali, Wsis Forum, it means we are really involved to changing the world, to make it better, of course. But I asked for the floor because I know we are running out of time, just to underline about other processes in the UN, like LDC is a process, and the Congress every 10 years, and I'm trying to remember our meeting where I were also involved in Wsis Forum, but I want to underline more on UNFCCC State Party Conference, because we are doing kind of lobbying here in Geneva with international civil society for Geneva City to be the hostess of the COP in 2025. And we know, and you know, Mrs. Gijantali, that it is in 2025, it's an important step for the Wsis Forum. So if Geneva City will be selected to organize the COP in 2025, it will be also a very highly strategic for our process with you, Wsis. And this is what I want to underline, and we'll be happy to see you again in other meetings. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Riyad. The very important point. We were not aware of this development. So thank you. I have a question from the
Yes.
floor from Nigel from the UK government, who asks us if we will have the ministerial and the high level. Yes, Nigel, we will issue the letters very soon. We do plan to have in the same format, unless we receive more recommendations on how we could make the format more interesting. We will have the high level policy session and the ministerial round table.
Rakesh,
Are there
please.
any more?
Yes, I would like, I have an intervention.
Please go ahead, Balzur.
Okay, thank you very much for allowing me. And first of all, I would like to congratulate you and your colleagues, all WSIS organizing team, for successfully organizing the WSIS forum. We have a lots of achievement regarding the WSIS. Okay, I have 3 points. Number one is youth campaigner. We would like to nominate some youth campaigner from South Asia, including Bangladesh. I would appreciate if you allow some youth campaigner from the South Asia. Number two, parliamentarian track. I would appreciate if you organize a parliamentarian track in the WSIS forum. I think parliamentarian will play a very significant role. And we have in Bangladesh very recent some of parliamentarian develop a parliamentarian caucus on internet governance, digital economy, and media development, which is WSIS C9, action line C9. So I think they will join the parliamentarian track. Number three, regarding 2025 WSIS preparation. So I think can you organize some discussion regarding how we prepare for 2025 the UN process? So this is my 3 points. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Balzu. And Vladimir explained about the youth campaigners. So just send us an email. There is no selection process as such. We are just looking for very vibrant, interested youth working in the area of ICT for development, who would be interested in working with us. So please do send us the recommendations from your side, and we will be very happy to engage them and to work with them in the process. Your second question about the 2025 Wsis review process. Please, this is a stakeholder-driven process, so please do send us your ideas as well. What you would like to see happening. What are the challenges that still remain? We do know there are many connectivity challenges, capacity building, new challenges are emerging, like mental health and ICTs. New opportunities are arising, like AI and emerging technologies, use for new satellite communication technologies. So there is so much going on. So we definitely want you to help us shape the process even beyond 2025. I see Rakesh's hand is up. Rakesh, over to you.
Good afternoon and good evening to everyone, and thanks for giving me the floor. And it was a wonderful Wsis from 2022 and 2023. Today it's an ambitious agenda and a lot of new initiatives when compared to the last year. It's a most welcome situation. And also the last time we had a wonderful videos, particularly from the multi-stakeholder alliance for older persons it was an excellent, and we wish to continue still more activities with the multi-stakeholder alliance for older persons. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rakesh. And in the meanwhile, we'd like you to raise your hand if you want to be part of the photograph that we will be just taking. So please raise your hand so that our colleagues will make you a panelist, and then you can use your video. Please, we have only 2 minutes. So those of you who want to be part of the photograph, please raise your hands. In the meanwhile, I will continue to answer your questions. We had a question from Susan, which I think Vladimir has responded. However, we do not have a special prize on academia yet, but Susan, if you're interested in talking more about it, we will be very, very happy to work with you and to explore this. Yi Song, you would love to provide IoT and open source hardware discussions on environment and conservation purposes. So you're very welcome. Yi Song, let's collaborate. Liberato, he's the president of Congo, the Conference of NGOs in Consultative Relationship with the UN. And he says that we look forward to your continuous engagement and we'll do a co-branded event with Wsis and Congo next year for Congo's 75th anniversary. So thank you, Liberato. We look forward to working with you. I can see that the Wsis Gateway was appreciated by many colleagues, especially our colleague from IFIP, Moira. So colleagues,
Gitanjali, we have
yes?
Dr. Minkin raising the hand.
Professor Minkin, what a great surprise. Please, over to you. Over to you, Professor. You have been muted. It is very soft, Professor Minkin. You have to come closer to the mic.
Yes, but do you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much, Gitanjali. Let me welcome all colleagues. I'm very happy to see and hear all of you, and congratulations with starting this process. I have a very short proposal. I think that now time in preparation to 25 for each action line facilitator and all of us who participate there to start overview of the implementation of each action line and relevant challenges during 20 years implementation, as well as vision for Wsis beyond 2025, including priority areas to achieving SDGs. I think the time to start to look there and starting to prepare our reports for that, to combine all information concerning this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Minkin. Very important point. It's also highlighted in the form where we request stakeholders to highlight the challenges, the opportunities, emerging trends in different Wsis action lines. So we look forward to more ideas and more input coming from stakeholders on the review process and beyond. Thank you so much. So I can see so many of you. Thank you for joining us. So Vladimir, we will wait for you to direct the photograph for us.
Sure. Please, once again, if you have the opportunity to turn on your camera, please go ahead now, as we will be taking first group photo of the Wsis Forum 2023. So thanks a lot again for joining us in such big numbers. I see more than 90, perhaps with our followers on social media. More than 100 people have joined. So this is really great. We look forward to be hearing from you and be working with you towards the Wsis Forum 2023 and the final review. Make sure that you know how you have opportunities to influence this multi-stakeholder platform. So once again, turn your cameras on and I will be taking the photo in, and of course, I invite you to share with us your beautiful big smiles. I'll take the photo in 3, 2, 1. Okay. I also invite my other colleagues to help me with taking photos, so we have the best of smiles. So let's go ahead with one more. So we go ahead with 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. I believe the meeting is closed, but Gitanjali, back to you. And
thank you, Vladimir and
our next meeting. And don't forget to already prepare and let us know if you are attending IGF, where we can all continue many discussions and see how we can further utilize the presence of Wsis and exhibition booth that we will be hosting there.
Thank you very much. And we are just a phone call away or an email away. So if you would like to convey something to us, please be in touch. And we look forward to collaborating with all of you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you too. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.